First Coast News Stories of Service, sponsored by Duval Motor Company.
In today's Stories of Service, everyone has a story to tell, especially our veterans. So right now, I'm joined by Shannon Whittington. Shannon is the owner of CLC Publishing. And Shannon, I know you're trying to help veterans all over the country tell their stories. Tell me a little bit about that.
So several years ago, we had a nonprofit, Books by Vets, and the idea was to have veterans share their stories for the purpose of healing. It was a cathartic process where they could share things that maybe are very difficult for them to speak about, whether they wrote for themselves, if they wanted to publish, or if they were just wanting to leave a legacy for their families. My grandfather was Air Force, and my husband's a Marine. And so there's a lot of military pride in our family.
Let's talk about some of the stories you would hear from your family members. How did they impact you?
So my father-in-law, he actually served in Vietnam, and he had written, when my husband was in the Marine Corps, he had written some letters to him just to kind of bond and share some stories that my husband had never heard. So the very first one we ever did was Walk with Warriors, A Journey of Heroes. It's an anthology. I did not write this. This is written by 22 different veterans from the various branches. Men and women are in this book. And we chose 22 intentionally. So it's to represent the 22 who take their lives each day. And they each wrote, and it went so well that we did a second one. And we did Resilient Warriors, and it's 22 female veterans.
Shannon, for our veterans here on the First Coast, if they would like to tell their stories, how can you help them? How can they get in contact with you, and what are you offering to tell their stories?
Editing, formatting, cover design, and publishing. We take care of it all for them. With veterans, LEOs, first responders, I do a 25% discount.
All right, Shannon, thank you. So I'm going to be sure and put that email address in this story on our website, firstcoastnews.com. Shannon Whittington, thank you for letting me speak with you. And remember, if you have a story of service to share, just email us at storiesofservice@firstcoastnews.com. I'm Anthony Austin.